Welcome back to 5 at 5. The Asia Cup debate continues, and today Muryada did a breaking news on Suryakumar Yadav and how he's supposed to start his high intensity fielding drills and other drills before his fitness test next week in the next couple of days. So Suryakumar Yadav is on track in terms of achieving full fitness before the Asia Cup 2025. And also, we will discuss the much debated topic around the vice captaincy race of the T20I format. At one end, it is Shubman Gill, and on the other end, it is Akshar Patel. So we'll dwell into all the topics really related to the Asia Cup because the team selection meeting will happen around the 20th of this month, and we'll get to know the full squad at that time. I'm joined by Muryada and Devashishda to discuss this two things. Muryada, if you can give our viewers in a brief what is happening with Surya Kumar Yadav at the Center of Excellence in Bengaluru, and when is he supposed to achieve the full fitness before the selection meeting happens and the Asia Cup squad is announced?
See, from what I now know, Surya is ready or will be ready. Not already ready, but will be ready. From what I now know, he is starting his. So he was batting the last couple of days, and now he is starting his full intensity fielding drills and his running drills, which is what is needed for a elite high performance sports person. Till 3-4 days back, we were taking it saying that he will take it week by week, and yes, while his recovery is well and truly on track, it is still not 100%, and we'll have to kind of have that caveat. But at this point, if you have to really take a punt and say, will Surya be captain? The answer is a yes, and an overwhelming yes. That Surya will in fact lead the Indian team to Dubai for the Asia Cup. Not just that, Surya will also be captain for the home World Cup in 2026. That's where this matter lies. Surya is going to be ready or will be ready. He has already started every kind of drill, or he was supposed to, from what I know, supposed to start his fielding drills and fielding drills and running drills today. So if you forward calculate 7 days from now, there's no question that Surya Kumar Yadav will be ready. And I also think that it is now certain that he wants to bat at 4. He wants to maneuver the middle overs. From what I know, he wants to maneuver the middle overs because according to him, that is the problem area in a T20 game. And as captain, he wants to take the bull by the horn that, okay, India has an explosive opening pair to start who have done very well. Is Shubman Gill coming into that? We will debate that. But other than that, number 4 is when that, 8, 10, 8, 9, 10 up to 14, 15 overs, where you have to maneuver the ball, hit the big sixes, keep the scoring rate going. Surya Kumar Yadav wants to do that, Shubhan. So that's what I know, that Surya Kumar Yadav is now a box tick. Surya Kumar Yadav is a 100%er. It is no longer a question of can he, it is a question of will he, and he will, rather. That is the answer, that 100% he will be ready.
Yeah, since our memories have become very short, and nowadays people only scroll through 30 seconds reel at max. Just to remind you guys, Surya Kumar Yadav as a captain has won 13 out of the 15 matches that India has played under him. With the bat, I think he has been exceptional throughout his career for the Men in Blue. Yes, there was a lean patch in the IPL and for India jersey as well. But he has overcome it, and even if you go through the numbers in his last few innings, he has made sure that the old Surya Kumar Yadav is back. So, Captain Surya Kumar Yadav, yes, it will be important because India has found a very explosive kind of a template under Surya Kumar Yadav, batting, scoring 200 runs for fun in T20 format. But at the other hand, Surya Kumar Yadav, the batter, he will be extremely important. One of the top batters in the shortest format for the Indian team, and of course, playing the home T20 World Cup, he will be exceptionally important for the Indian team. Devashishda, I'll go to you. Surya Kumar Yadav, the batter, he's achieving the fitness, the captain, and how much say, this is a very important topic because the team selection meeting will happen at around 20. So how much say will Surya Kumar Yadav, or should Surya Kumar Yadav should have in terms of picking the 15 or 18 member squad that will go for the Asia Cup?
I think he should have a say in selection committee meeting, given the way that
hello, headphone ta khol to. তোর হেডফোনটা তোর বড় একটা রিয়েল প্রবলেম। তুই হেডফোনটা খুলে এমনি নরমাল বল।
যেটা হচ্ছে
I am not wearing headphone.
He's not wearing a headphone, but if you can exit and then enter again, I think it will work.
Because there
Voice is
is,
breaking.
yeah, voice is breaking and we can't hear you clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Buryada, meanwhile, the
question that you
same
asked
question
him.
to you.
Yeah, question that you asked him. Look, this is a fascinating one. This is a really fascinating one. That is this the captain's team? Is this Gautam's team? Is this what?
Because
To
it is the best format of Gautam Gambhir as the coach. We have seen that.
without doubt. And after England, while I understand it is red ball, while I understand that it's a completely different format, but has Gautam Gambhir been strengthened or Devashish is back? Devashish, let's hear.
No, all I was saying that he should have a fair say in the team selection meeting. Means obviously considering that the team has done really well and Subhan rightly put the stats winning 13 out of 15 matches that he has led after that T20 World Cup win. So it means obviously series wins against Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, South Africa, and England. And then all of a sudden, if you have someone coming in and then obviously with Shubman Gill, I don't know. Means obviously he can all of a sudden he can play that slam bang stuff, but he is basically an anchor. And you have some power hitters in that batting lineup. And say someone like Abhishek Sharma, who is now the number one ranked batter in T20 rankings, who has a strike rate of almost 200. Sanju Samson, who has a very, very impressive strike rate. Suryakumar Yadav, Hardik Pandya. So where Tilak Verma, where exactly would you fit in a Shubman Gill? Means I have said it in the earlier 5 at 5 live as well. Where exactly are you going to fit in a Shubman Gill? Obviously, in trying to get in a Shubman Gill, you have to either change the template, the manner in which you have been so successful after the T20 World Cup win, or you have to change that batting order all of a sudden. Because getting Shubman Gill as the vice captain, you have to open the batting with him. So I think the problems are plenty, but even in the selectors will find it tough to get in a Shreyas Iyer in this batting lineup. Means obviously the firepower that Indian batting has now in the T20 format, India can easily make two T20 squads if they want. So I think it will be very, very a good headache for the selectors, I would say, given how to fit in these two players, Shubman Gill and Shreyas Iyer. I'm not even counting Yashasvi Jaiswal. He was in the reserve list. He will be in the reserve list again. Means obviously getting Yashasvi Jaiswal in the 15. If you are to pick Shubman Gill and Shreyas Iyer both, I think Yashasvi Jaiswal will very much struggle to be in the side, because you now have a third opener in Shubman Gill. With Sanju Samson, Abhishek Sharma, you now have a Shubman Gill as well who can open the batting. So obviously Yashasvi Jaiswal will definitely struggle. In fact, he has the better strike rate compared to other two, compared to a Shubman Gill as well. So yes, it will be very interesting when the selectors get down to pick the squad, Subhayan.
Shubman, where do you stand? I mean, this is an interesting one. Devashish is right, and I've said this. I've actually done a column today for tomorrow. I know there will be a lot of debate. Why are you trying to fix something that you don't need to fix? Sanju Samson has done nothing wrong. Abhishek Sharma has done nothing wrong. Shubman Gill is a very good player, gun player. But for whatever reason, last year you gave Sanju Samson and Abhishek Sharma the responsibility. They have done well. Now, why are you changing that? Or why will you change that? What has Sanju Samson done wrong to be pushed down to number 3? Has he done anything wrong? Has he done anything that you will say, oh, you know what? You could have done this better? Or are you saying Shubman Gill, because he is your red ball captain, because he is your future captain, you have to now, forcibly push him into a squad? So and by the way, all of us, all three of us were in England. All three of us have praised Shubman Gill to the skies for what he has done in England as a batter. And all of us have high regard for Shubman Gill, no question. But the question here that all of us are facing is, why Gill? What has Sanju Samson done wrong? Gill as a player, perfect, no problem. But what has Sanju Samson or Abhishek Sharma done wrong? And Devashish is right. What about Jaiswal? He will say, Arey, why did I not get an opportunity? Bhai? What happened to me? Suppose you overlook Shreyas Iyer. Shreyas Iyer will say, Arey boss, after doing everything that I've done, I still don't get an opportunity in this team. What more can I do? This is a tricky one, Shubhan. And I know you have broken the story about Shubman Gill, the vice captain. I know you are debating that Axar Patel and Shubman Gill. But this is a genuinely tricky one. And even if the selectors go for Shubman Gill, the vice captain, it will still be an open debate. Are you doing justice to a template that you only have created? Where do you stand on this?
I think Boryada, firstly on Yashasvi, his IPL was not a very good one. I think even Vaibhav Suryavanshi, the 14-year-old kid, overshadowed Yashasvi and Sanju Samson altogether with almost the entire batting lineup with the kind of consistency and the explosiveness that he showed during the tournament. Yashasvi had a very poor first half of the tournament. In the second half, he did redeem himself, but again, in a competition like this, you have to smash it in if not 14 games, then at least 8 out of 14 games. You can't be 4 out of 14 games and said, I did well in the fag end of the tournament, so I deserve a place. Uh, Yashasvi was never a first choice T20I opener. Before that, Rohit was there. Shubman, before he was occupied with BGT and everything, Shubman and Rohit were opening in the T20I format, and when Shubman was told to focus on for the BGT and the 50 over format in Champions Trophy. Then Abhishek Sharma came and took that position by storm. 2 centuries already in his short career. But with Sanju Samson and his entire career has been like that. Can you consistently believe on him? Can you believe in on him to consistently deliver? Yes, he is playing high risk, high cricket, and there are chances that he will fail 8 out of 10 times. But in Dubai, there's only one game that is important for India. That is the game against Pakistan on 14th. If Pakistan qualify, then we will meet again on 21st, and even if they qualify for the final, then on the 28th. So only the Pakistan game is what matters in Asia Cup. And with Pakistan, we never know which Pakistan turns up, which Shaheen Afridi turns up, which Haris Rauf turns up. Uh, and in case, which I was telling yesterday, also you don't want to be 5 for 3 in power play against Pakistan. So in conditions where you can't play all out cricket, which Sanju Samson and Abhishek Sharma has been doing, and they have been doing fair job, and that is where the composure or that and 150 strike rate I don't think is anchor strike rate anymore. Yes, if you put it in front of the 195 strike rate which Abhishek Sharma has, then it will look thin. But Shubman has the bulk of runs, which Yashasvi or an Abhishek Sharma or a Sanju Samson does not have. So you need someone in conditions of Dubai to steer that entire batting around, as Debashis said, explosive batting lineup around. You can steer a Sanju Samson. You can tell Abhishek Sharma to go and blast your way off. You can ask Suryakumar Yadav to come at 4 and blast your things off. Tilak Verma or Shreyas Iyer at 5, you can ask them to steer up from the word go, followed by Hardik and Akshar and Washington Sundar in that lineup. So Shubman Gill is just providing that solidity that the Indian team needs. Yes, if Abhishek Sharma in the power play, he stitches a 60-run partnership with Shubman. You won't see a Shubman Gill, playing for singles and doubles. He has that power game. He has shown that for Gujarat Titans as well. But again, do you want to take a back seat and say no, let's take a back seat and not risk it all against Pakistan? Because in these conditions, in the kind of scenario we are living in, even if you lose against Pakistan, then people will again bring back and say, "Are Shubman Gill, we needed an anchor." Gautam Gambhir sack Surya Kumar Yadav, and the debate that will
And
come up.
suppose you play Shubman Gill and Shubman Gill gets out for 5. Can happen in cricket.
That
What will
That
you
can
do?
happen. That can happen. That has happened when KL Rahul, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli were batting. We have seen that against Pakistan
Precisely.
itself.
So, are we then saying that this is a template which is not valid against good bowling? Then why is this
No, it
template
is
there?
valid against good. Had the Asia Cup been played in India or in flat decks in England, I would have said no need of Shubman Gill. I would have said go all out. You have batting till 8. Go and smash your way till the 20th over. But in case, and these boys have not played a lot of T20 cricket. There was a Bangladesh series that was supposed to happen before Asia Cup. It is gone now. So after post IPL, the T20 boys have not played any sort of cricket. So that is where you need, and Shubman is in the form of his life. 750 runs in England, Yes, that's a different format. People will say I'm mixing format, but it's all about confidence. And I can smash anyone who is coming in my way. What happened to Rohit Sharma in Test cricket? He did carry his form from ODI to Test cricket and said, I'll dominate as an opener in Test format also, which he did for a couple of years and fairly did well. So I think that's the similar phase we are in right now. You don't want to risk it all against Pakistan in such scenario. I think that is where that conservative thought and asking someone to steer that batting unit is coming. And even if you look Sanju Samson's record since he has been opening, he has scored 3 centuries. One against Bangladesh, two against South Africa, but his England entire 5 match series was very poor. He was getting start scores of 26, 5, 3, 1, 16. So what if it happens in the Asia Cup? You will see, suddenly we are 5 for 1. Suddenly we are 10 for 2. And Abhishek Sharma, he does not guarantee you those starts every day, because that's the kind of batting he does. He will go, if he either he will smash a 30 ball 80, a 40 ball century, or either he will go out for 5 ball 11 and he'll say thank you, my game is done.
This is a two-edged sword, because you are assuming that these two fellows who have done well for you saying, "Are boss, do you give me enough license or enough confidence?" Maybe not, and that is why I will drop one of you, whether it is Samson at 3 or Abhishek, possibly Samson at 3, and get Shubman Gill into the top as an opener, with the thing that, oh, you know what, Shubman Gill is a more bankable proposition for me, and I will invest in Shubman Gill. But by doing this, you are actually doing disservice to the template that you have created in the last 1 year. The selectors have taken a call. They have taken a call. In my case, if I've invested in Shubhan and Devashish as my two gun reporters, all of a sudden I say, oh, you know what? I don't think these two are good enough to do a tough tour, so I'll have to go myself. Then why did I groom the two of them? Why am I saying that I will have to go? Then you are not confident with your own.
Just an example, Muriyada, what happened in Sri Lankan condition. In that white ball series, we lost the ODI series, I think, and we won the T20I series in the last game of the series. So Sri Lanka, it was tricky conditions. The ball was turning. I for wonder say, I think it was who was creating all the troubles for the Indian team with his spin bowling. So similar conditions will get in Dubai also, and you don't want just to hold back your guns and say let's not pull the trigger right now. And
Trophy, some of the wickets we did see good starts. We saw good starts. It is not as if runs didn't happen. Even Rohit was able to, even in the final where he got that 76, he was able to hit through the line. In that match against Pakistan, India got a reasonably good start. So it's not as if Dubai conditions will be, and even in the past, when you see the 2021 World Cup, when you see the multiple tournaments that have happened in the past, Virat getting that 100 against Afghanistan and all that, it is not as if the conditions are really treacherous. Yes, the wicket might just build up a bit and there might be a bit of spin in play. But that doesn't mean that at the top of the order, people have not been able to score runs in Dubai. So this whole Shubman Gill, the savior, and again, I'm saying that I've got nothing to do with Shubman, the player. All I'm trying to think is, when I see Sanju, when I see Abhishek, and I see one of them missing out, I feel, is this justice? Now let's add to this debate a little more spice. Now, if I was Axar Patel, I would be bloody pissed. Boss, what have I done to not be vice captain? I've done everything in the world. I have been a gun T20 player. Every time I've got an opportunity, you've pushed me up, down, floater with the ball, take catches, unbelievable catches, go up the order in the Caribbean, go up the order in America. I've done everything for this side. I have earned my right to be a leading member of this team as vice captain. I've contributed everything. All of a sudden, you're telling me, no, boss, you're not vice captain. Gill is. Why? What have I done? If I'm Axar Patel, am I not big a brand? Because I don't endorse products, I don't captain the red ball team, I'm not that big a whatever. I mean, if I am Axar Patel, can you come and explain to me why I will not be vice captain of this team?
who will go? Devashish da.
But I somehow I get the gut feeling that the selectors will get in Shubman Gill, means that break will stay with Shubhan. Shubhan's break will stay. I think I also firmly believe Shubman Gill will be just go back the T20 World Cup selection. Even 2 series prior to the T20 World Cup, there was no guarantee that Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli will play. Am I right? Means obviously they were picked before that one series that was against Afghanistan. That Afghanistan series just prior to the T20 World Cup, Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma were brought into the T20 World Cup side. And rest is history. We all know what they did. Obviously, that Virat's knock in that T20 World Cup final paving the way for India. And Rohit Sharma played that brilliant knock against Australia. So I definitely see that selectors will do a U-turn and get Shubman Gill in that side for the Asia Cup. Means there is no two ways about it. So if there is doubt for anyone else, I think at least for Shubman Gill, he is definitely a no-brainer. He will walk into the side. Means obviously we have the example of Rohit and Virat being drafted into the side just prior to the T20 World Cup India series against Afghanistan. But now coming to Shreyas Iyer, whether he will find a place, I very much have doubt, Shubham. Means obviously with so many players in the middle order and who have really done nothing wrong, does he merit a side in a place in the playing 11 or in the 15-member squad? Means it will be interesting. It will be interesting.
There is a super chat. Shubham, nite parbi? There is a super chat on Shreyas Iyer. Let's take that.
Neil is in background.
Neil, can you give the super chat? Yeah, that's the super chat. In fact, take the Iyer. Look, I have got nothing against Shubman Gill nor against Iyer. I am not going gago on anyone. Shubman Gill makes the team. He's a gun player. But my question is more on Samson and Abhishek Sharma. That why should any one of them miss out? Or on Axar Patel? And that's a fair question, whoever has asked this. As far as Shreyas Iyer is concerned, he's not my uncle's son. Shreyas Iyer has done well enough. And by the way, last 3 seasons, I don't give a damn. Last 3 seasons back, Rohit Sharma was the best T20 and ODI player in the world, and Virat Kohli was the world's best player. So 3 seasons back, don't give me statistics of 3 seasons back. They are toilet paper and nothing more. Okay, so get it. 1 season back, T20 India's template was fundamentally different. 3 seasons back, India was knocked out of the T20 World Cup in Dubai. And then in 2022, I witnessed a 10-wicket defeat in Australia where we were mauled. That was India's T20 template. So don't come and give me this rubbish that you are giving me that Shubman Gill has scored runs. It doesn't matter. What matters is what has happened in the recent past. And yes, recent past, Shubman Gill has scored runs. That is why he is in the debate. So when you are talking about T20 cricket, you must talk about the recent past and not 3 years back. 3 years back, Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli would walk into this team, and say, we are the two bosses of this team and we will dominate. That is not the case. As far as Shreyas Iyer is concerned, I do think he has done enough to merit a consideration. I mean, how can we say that Shreyas Iyer has not done enough? Look at the way that fellow has batted in the IPL. Look at the way he has batted in the Champions Trophy in Dubai. Look at the way he bats against spin. Shreyas Iyer is one of the best players against spin in this Indian team. And Dubai is spin conditions. How do you deny that to Shreyas Iyer, that guy doesn't bat well against spin? So when we are saying Shreyas Iyer in the middle order, that is where we are coming from. Shubha and Devashish?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think Shreyas with what he did for Punjab Kings last season, 650 runs, 175 strike rate, batting at that middle order, playing spin exceedingly well. And with Pakistan, although you won't have, big turners of the ball, but you will need someone to go at a better strike rate in that middle order. You have a Suryakumar Yadav, but in case Surya falters, which is very much possible, then you will have the cushion of Shreyas Iyer at number 5. Yes, he has not batted at number 5. But even if you play either of Tilak or Iyer, I think both of them will find a spot in the squad. It will be about who makes it to the 11. But I think both are very good option, and Shreyas Iyer, with that one season, I think even if you look at Varun Chakravarti, he was doing really well for the last couple of seasons. He made a comeback into the T20I setup. People were questioning why Varun Chakravarti again, are we going back again? But look at what he's doing with the ball right now. Similarly, I think one good thing about Gautam Gambhir, you can debate his style, his tactics, etc. But one good thing, the players he has back, I think 9 out of 10 players have come out really good. Be it an Abhishek Sharma in T20 format, Harshit Rana, Varun Chakravarti, Nitish Kumar Reddy across formats, Riyan Parag in middle, whatever matches he has played, he did reasonably well. In Australia, you saw Harshit Rana in Perth picking up those important 4 wickets. So his gut instincts. It's all about gut instincts with Gautam Gambhir. So if they decide to play him, he will be a very good option, no doubt about it. Go and ask any expert. They will say 9 out of 10 people will say yes, Shreyas Iyer is in my 11 if the tournament is played in Dubai. Had it been in England, had it been in South Africa, then things would have we would have been having a different debate. But since it is in Dubai, very much subcontinentish conditions, Shreyas Iyer is bound to dominate because I think in this setup he is the best player of the spin, and he can play at a very high strike rate. That's the best part about it. Plays straight, plays long on, long off is the region he dominates, and that is what is important when the ball is turning square.
Fair point, Devashish. I kind of agree with Shubhan here that it is the spin-friendly conditions in Dubai that forces me to say Shreyas Iyer does merit a serious discussion in that selection committee. Look, India is a gun team. Whether you have Iyer, whether you have Gill, whether you have Samson, it will not matter. This is such good a team. When you look at that lineup, Ruturaj sits out, Shubman sits out, and Iyer sits out. And if you just Shivam Dubey will sit out, if you Rinku Singh doesn't know if he find a place in that team, the kind of wealth that you have, Krunal Pandya will possibly not find a place in that side. The amount of riches in your white ball team is unbelievable. Having said that, I do believe that given the kind of conditions in Dubai, Shreyas's ability against spin bowling, ability to explode, does make him an important player. Whether or not he will be picked is obviously according to the selectors. I mean, and by the way, if anyone is saying that the team has been done, he or she is living in a fool's paradise. The selectors have not met and they will meet and decide on the team. There are obviously some people who are obvious choices, but have they selected the 15-member team? Then they could have announced it yesterday. So all this that is going on, even us, we are also speculating based on analytics, based on what we are hearing from one particular source or two people or whatever it is. Come on. You are not sitting in the selection chair that you know everything and you are talking about it. Even if you are a selector, you are one of the 5 selectors. Do you know everything that is going on? Gautam Gambhir will have his say. Suryakumar Yadav, now that he is fit, will have his say as captain. So plenty to do. But Devashish, where do you stand on Shreyas Iyer?
Yeah, I also somewhat agree with Shubhan, but the point I'm trying to emphasize is in getting in both Shubman Gill and Shreyas Iyer in that batting order, you have to rejig the batting order all together. Means obviously that gun middle order when you have Suryakumar Yadav, Tilak Verma, Hardik Pandya, then if Shreyas Iyer has to be fit into that playing 11, or for that matter Shubman Gill, then totally you have to rejig that batting order, which I think means it's already means obviously it might be proved to be a successful one. Means very much means and Shreyas Iyer is too good a batsman to be left out. But having said that, obviously you are doing disservice to the manner in which these players have played in post the T20 World Cup win. Means winning those 4 series, 13 matches out of 15, and all those matches were dominated. But they were not just close wins. They were all dominating wins. So I think all of a sudden you try to get in. Shreyas Iyer has last played a T20 international in December 2023. I'm not trying to say that Shreyas Iyer does not deserve. Yes, 100% it deserves a place, but in doing so, you have to rejig the batting order. And whether that is the right approach, yes, I totally get what Shubhan is saying. Yes, Shreyas Iyer in those conditions in Dubai where he plays spin well could be a X factor, could be the game changer. But obviously, then you have to leave out someone among those gone middle order players. Be it obviously Suryakumar Yadav being the captain, he will keep his place. But what about Tilak Verma? Obviously, what I can assume now is Tilak Verma will definitely struggle to keep his place in the playing 11. Then who else? Obviously, you cannot leave out a Hardik Pandya. Neither you cannot leave out a Axar VC, given that he can be used as a floater. So where exactly do you get Shreyas Iyer and Shubman Gill both in that playing 11? My question to both of you: where exactly do you get in both Shreyas Iyer and Shubman Gill?
If I go first, Shubman at the top, Sanju at 3. That's your only position for Shubman. That's your only option. I don't see Shubman Gill batting anywhere else. Opening the batting with Abhishek Sharma, Sanju Samson 3. Sorted. As far as Shreyas Iyer is concerned, I don't see any other position but 5. Nothing. Maybe 3. Maybe 3. But then the Shubman Gill question becomes interesting. That you open with Sanju Samson and Abhishek Sharma, put Iyer at 3, Surya at 4. Then Hardik at 5 or Axar at 5, Tilak, whatever Tilak. Because then Shreyas Iyer becomes your number 3 player. That is also a possibility. But Shubman Gill, other than opening, I have no other position in my understanding where I see Shubman. Shreyas Iyer is a possibility at 3 or 5. Shubhan can.
No, I think if Shubman is playing, he will open the bat. Punjab camaraderie with Abhishek Sharma, childhood friends. Sanju at 3, Surya at 4, and it will be a face off between Tilak and Shreyas at 5. Simple as that. There's no going beyond that. It will be a straight face off followed by a Hardik Pandya, Akshar Patel, and Washington Sundar at number 8. So this is your batting unit, and then of course if you are playing then batting, if your top 8 can't contribute, then what can 9, 10, or 11 do? But I think your top 8 is almost fixed, if I can use that word, almost fixed. uh, and it will depend whether Shubman bats at 3 or bat as an opener. Your own Gill was first choice vice captain, but not picked in the last year because of BGT and CT, so not his fault. Samson this IPL 285 runs at 140 strike rate. AB Sam. Sanju was injured as well. Sanju was injured as well, and played at number 3 whenever he played, because Vaibhav Suryavanshi and Yashasvi Jaiswal were opening the innings. Uh, and Shubman, of course, I mean, he scored a century also in this format, but that came in 2023, so let's not go into that. But again, going by his IPL exploits, he has done reasonably well. Strike rate has gone up, bulk of runs is there, and the best part is he's in the form of his life. He's seeing the cricket ball like a football, as they say in a cliche term. So that may and every team management, every selection committee has their players. It is called their players, and I think this team management, this selection committee, I think Shubman Gill is their player. Previously, it was Virat Kohli or a Rohit Sharma or an MS Dhoni or a Jasprit Bumrah is their player. But this selection committee or team management, I think Shubman Gill is the player they will back to the hilt to do good things. And even in the vice captaincy race, if you see logically, if I put this question to Boryada and Debashish Da, after Suryakumar Yadav, 2026 T20 World Cup, who do you see as the potential T20 captain? Is it Akshar Patel? Do you want Akshar Patel to lead your India T20 side, or do you see Shubman Gill as a more viable option? Just an honest question, without any disrespect to Akshar Patel.
Shubman Gill. Shubman Gill. Shubman Gill.
Shubman Gill is a gun player. Nobody should debate that, even that last super chat. Having said that, we are asking questions which are relevant. And when you are going with Sanju Samson and Abhishek Sharma, we are asking a relevant question. Now, Shubhan has raised the question about the captaincy. Again, fair point. After the 2026 T20 World Cup, the next 2 years, this particular format will be of no relevance. In 27, you have the WTC final, and in 27, you have the 50 over World Cup.
Right.
Now tell me, do you want Shubman Gill to be burdened with all format captaincy while focusing on taking India to the WTC final and also trying to win you the 50 over World Cup? Can any player take that kind of pressure? All format captaincy, chalo de diya. When that format is of no relevance, how many T20 series will Shubman Gill play before the 2027 50 over World Cup and the WTC final? You will see him withdraw, because his focus will be on test matches, his focus, and rightly, and focus will be on 50 over format. So where is this question coming from? So, now cricket is, so when we say that, okay, this guy is my future leader, when I'm after this February-March tournament, I see Shubman Gill completely focusing on taking India to the WTC final and winning India the 50 over World Cup in South Africa. That's his focus for the next 1.5 years. Now, if his focus for the next 1.5 years is these two formats, plus he has to play IPL for Gujarat Titans, how much can he do? Will he play all T20 series?
But Boryada, there is not a single longer test series which will suck the energy out of you. It's only two match.
5 test
But
matches
I
against
mean,
at home, January, February of 27.
that is 27, right?
Correct.
Before
So
that,
26.
I'm talking about 26.
So 26, you are traveling to England for ODIs, June, July,
Right.
1 to 19. Then you are playing 2 test matches, Sri Lanka. You are playing 2 test matches, New Zealand. You are playing 5 test matches against Australia. 9 tests in a calendar year. And that 5 test match series against Australia will possibly decide whether you make the WTC final or not. And it's of
Right.
paramount importance. It's a border Gavaskar trophy. I want Shubman Gill to be my leader there and put in his best. Can he? And also 2027 means the 50 over tournament in South Africa. So Shubman Gill, assuming it is Shubman Gill, and 99.9999% it will be Shubman Gill in the 50 over format as your captain in South Africa. If that is the case, where? I mean, how do you see this guy? Will he play all the T20 series? I don't want him to. He will burn out. He'll get injured. There is chance of injury. What about focus? Multi-different formats. So one has to be a little careful when we say, and also, we want to do away with superstar culture in our cricket, and we see that happening. By investing so much in Shubman Gill, are we creating another superstar?
Right.
You want to do away with the Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma, right? So what are you doing with Shubman Gill? Are you making him a rock star in the dressing room that, Axar Patel, you will not get an opportunity because Gill is your vice captain, because he's my rock star now. That we are investing everything in Shubman Gill. Why?
Akshar is 31 also. I think that age factor also might go against him.
So Shubman, 31, sports science. Do you see Axar Patel lasting 2 years? He doesn't play test matches except at home.
No, he plays. Home leg he will play. Home leg he will play.
So are you seeing Axar Patel survive 2 years? Answer is yes. So Axar Patel will play international cricket for 2 years. Now, when we say Axar Patel will not get it, why? I mean, this is some, and again, I keep saying this, that Shubman Gill is one of the most pleasing players to the eye. Tremendous talent. But boss, don't give him too much that he can't handle eventually. Test cricket is, this England tour, I'm sure, has taken a lot out of him. He was stellar. 50 over World Cup will be difficult again. T20 after Surya goes, and Surya, I'm hoping Surya will captain India to a successful campaign in 26. For the next 2-year cycle, is this the format of priority? Maybe not. At least till, I don't want it to be the format of priority till the T20 World Cup. For the WTC cycle. So why do I invest in a Shubman Gill? And why should I burden Shubman Gill with it? But having said all this, I also buy the point that now I'm talking as a news person. I also know that it is going in the Shubman Gill direction. So all of us are united. It's just that we are questioning the right questions. That, boss, what about Axar Patel? What about the superstar culture? What about Sanju Samson? What about an Abhishek Sharma? What about a Yashasvi Jaiswal? And these are tangible questions. Kuldeep Yadav. Will Kuldeep Yadav get a look in? We'll have to see. Spin, conditions, Washington Sundar, 100% I understand. Number 8 gives you batting. But are you going to play a specialist spinner? Will you play 2 fast bowlers with Hardik? Jasprit Bumrah, 100%. And then again, you'll miss Jasprit Bumrah against the West Indies?
That is the first test match.
Yeah, you will miss the first. 100% you'll miss the first test. 28 September is the final. You will come back to India on the 29th. You will come back, and then 2 days you're playing the test match on the 2nd. You will not have Jasprit Bumrah. So you will, fair enough, against the West Indies, you might say, I don't need Jasprit Bumrah. But these are, come on, I mean, it'll be possibly Harshit Rana and Jasprit Bumrah with Hardik Pandya as your third.
Arshdeep and Jasprit Bumrah.
Sorry. Arshdeep and Jasprit Bumrah with Harshit Rana as your third backup option, but Hardik will be the one who will play. Alright, do-tinte super chat ache Neil Chalide, let's take them and close them.
Ideally, I would say Shreyas Iyer should bat at number 3.
Possible.
That is an ideal scenario. That's an ideal scenario.
Shreyas Iyer should bat in at number 3.
Ideally, that should be the case.
That is a possibility. If Gill doesn't make the team, which is a big if, then Iyer will bat 3. Then Iyer will come in. It could be a shoot off between Gill and Iyer. 15টা কর না, 15টা করলেই বোঝা যাবে। Let's do
বলো
15।
আমার তো করা ছিল।
আমি বলছি বলো।
হ্যাঁ বল না,
দেখে বলতে হবে তো।
ঠিক আছে
আমি বলে দিচ্ছি।
হ্যাঁ, সূর্যা শুভমান।
না ওপেনিং থেকে বল, ইজিয়ার।
আচ্ছা, অভিষেক শর্মা,
কারেক্ট।
অভিষেক শর্মা, শুভমান গিল,
ওকে,
সঞ্জু স্যামসন, সূর্যকুমার যাদব,
4,
তিলক বর্মা,
5। তাহলে শ্রেয়াস আইয়ার মিসেস আউট।
Hardik not Tilak Verma / Shreyas Iyer. That is what Shubhan suggested. Tilak Verma /
Shreyas is definitely not part of your first 11. No chance. If Shreyas
no way, you cannot get both Shreyas Iyer and Tilak Verma in the playing 11. It has to be either one. Either it has to be Shreyas Iyer or Tilak Verma.
Correct.
You cannot fit in both.
Well,
you are playing Shubman Gill, you are playing Shreyas, and now you also want to play Tilak Verma. That is not happening.
We are at 6, right? We are at 6 with Shreyas. So 7 is who? 7 is Hardik. 8 is Axar. 9 is Washington, because he will. 9 is now the 2 fast bowlers, Jasprit Bumrah and Arshdeep Singh, Jasprit Bumrah, Harshit Rana.
Yeah, but I still doubt. I doubt whether India will go in with 3 fast bowlers, because you have a Hardik Pandya.
You'll go with 2 fast bowlers and Hardik Pandya.
In UAE conditions, you expect 3 fast bowlers and Hardik Pandya. I do not know exactly the conditions in Dubai, but obviously Dubai is better equipped. Means whether India will go in with 3 fast bowlers and Hardik Pandya in Asia Cup.
No. 2 pacers plus Hardik Pandya.
2 pacers plus Hardik Pandya.
So you think Harshit will miss out?
Yes. Not in part of the playing 11, definitely.
No. Team.
In squad, in 15-member squad.
He's definitely will be there. Harshit Rana, Jasprit Bumrah, and Arshdeep Singh, all 3 will be there.
Correct. That's
all 3 will be there.
We are doing squad only for the first. Then there will be 1 second keeper, either Dhruv Jurel or Jitesh Sharma.
Jitesh Sharma,
chalo, whoever it is, number 13, and then it will be 2 spinners.
Yes,
right.
Who is the other one?
It will be a toss-up with Varun Chakravarti. I think
he's your number 1 spinner.
Absolutely. Yeah, Varun Chakravarti.
He's your number 1 spinner. So that's your 15. But in this 15, now if you do the 11, I see 1 between Shubman Gill, Tilak Verma, and Shreyas Iyer playing in that team.
Yes.
1. Max
2. 2, max 2. 2, I think, is the possibility, because if you open with, see, I'll give you my playing 11. Shubman, Abhishek Sharma as opener, Sanju at 3, Surya at 4, 5 Tilak Verma / Shreyas Iyer, whoever plays. Number 6 is your Hardik Pandya. Number 7, Akshar Patel. Number 8 is Washington Sundar. Number 9 is your Varun Chakravarti. Number 10 is your Jasprit Bumrah, and number 11 is your Arshdeep Singh. Number 12, you will obviously pick a backup keeper in Dhruv Jurel or Jitesh Sharma or Ishan Kishan, whoever it is. And that is number 10, 11, 12. Number 13 will be your Harshit Rana. Number 14 will be your Kuldeep Yadav. And number 15 will be either a backup opener or a middle order player if you want Yashasvi Jaiswal, if you want Rinku Singh, or if you want a
No, what you said at number 5, you said 2 names. So 1 will go there at 15.
You said Tilak Verma or Shreyas and number 5. So automatically both of them keeps their place in 15.
Right. Shubman Gill and Shreyas Iyer are both picked, and Tilak Verma, no chance all of them can play. 2 can play. Max could be 1. If you want an extra spinner in the side in Kuldeep Yadav, then you will play 1 of them. If you want 2, then you have to drop a Kuldeep Yadav. Then you have a Washington Sundar, a Varun Chakravarti, and Axar Patel. These are your 3 spin options. And you have a Hardik Pandya, you have a Jasprit Bumrah, and you have an Arshdeep Singh as your pace bowling options. These are your 6 bowling options if you go in with that side. It's a good side. I mean, whatever Indian side in white ball cricket will be a gun side. But the same
Right.
side you lose against Pakistan, all hell will break loose. That's what it will be. This India-Pakistan has nothing to do with cricket. It will be entirely about geopolitics. Against the backdrop of what has happened, India is playing the Asia Cup because of geopolitics. This match will have nothing to do with cricket. It will become a nationalist, jingoistic bastion. Everything about geopolitics. So the whole world and its uncle will say, go beat Pakistan. That's what it will be. And we all know that. None of us want India to play Pakistan. Who wants, against the backdrop? Does any one of us want it? No. But we also understand the compulsions where our government has agreed to this. And I understand and agree with the government, by the way. I agree with Prime Minister Modi's global ambitions. I agree with Prime Minister Modi's global positioning of India. Olympic bid. Do I agree with that? 100% I do. Commonwealth Games bid, 100% I do. I am telling you on my show today. In November, you will see the announcement that India is hosting the Commonwealth Games. In November, you will see it. Today, the IOA has a General Assembly, by the way. Sorry, tomorrow. Tomorrow, there is an IOA special general meeting. And let me tell you now, tomorrow you will see the IOA formally sanctioning the Commonwealth Games bid. It will happen tomorrow. I'm telling you. So India will host. Tomorrow is the IOA special general meeting. And tomorrow you will get to know, I'll report to you, that India is going to bid for the CWG. Tomorrow it will get sanctioned. That's part of Prime Minister Modi's ambition. That is the ambition. That you will host the CWG, you will possibly host the youth, and then you will host the 2036. Now, if you don't play the Asia Cup, Pakistan will come and tinker that. They'll say, "Arey, India doesn't play us. How can they host the Commonwealth or the Olympics and all this?" That is why you're playing, boss. You're playing the Asia Cup because it is part of your larger global play. That's why who wants to play Pakistan? Nobody. No, India doesn't give a shit for Pakistan, and you should not. It's a rogue country. But you have your own ambition to protect. That's why you're doing it. Why are you giving visas? And I can tell you, India will give visas because India knows that as a global player, you have to give or do certain things where you are bound by the international charter. And these events are bound by the international charter. That's what it is. Asia Cup, for us, it will become a problem. For the media, it will become a big problem. Because look, when you go to cover, if three of us are talking about coverage, what are you covering? Are you covering cricket? Are you actually going to report on India-Pakistan cricket? Do you even care? No. You are reporting on something which is far beyond cricket. Asia Cup is a very tricky one. It's a very tricky one. In my 30 years of journalism, this is a damn tough one. How do you report the Asia Cup? Are you going to report performances? Are you going to report geopolitics? Nobody gives a flying F for a UAE match or an Oman match. Who cares? Who cares? Tell me. At the same time, the Asia Cup will be the maximum viewed event that you also know, I also know, because it's India-Pakistan against the backdrop of Pahalgam. So it's a very tricky one. It is a very dangerous territory, how international sporting conventions are coming together. So India will, and that's where, why am I saying all this? I understand Shubhayan and Devashish's point about Shubman Gill, because that extra iota of being defensive comes from there, that you can't lose.
Let's take the super chats as well and see what people are saying about. Yes. Achal Mehta is saying, saw your analysis rightly. You did not club VK and Rowe for 27, but is BCCI doing that with fitness form as two player of the matches in Champions Trophy 2025? VK deserves no clubbing.
Agree. But does VK have the hunger to stay on? And Shubhan and I said that. And yes, you cannot club the two of them. One is 2 years younger, one is fitter. Obviously, you cannot club the two of them. And based on Virat's IPL efforts also, I do think Virat has it in him to last out till 27. But does he want to push his body to 2027 in the same manner? It will depend on his hunger. That's the answer.
Next, Neil. Next big thing, Aristocrat is saying, last 25 ICC white ball games, India lost just one. Last 1 year, 2 ICC Cups. Team is different. Team lost no form for years. ODI Roko deserves, especially Virat Kohli. VK.
Take it.
Yeah, but I
Devashish,
think. Yes,
I
Devashish.
would say I would go with Boriada's comment. Means obviously yes, Virat Kohli deserve, but by 2026, 27, Rohit Sharma will be 40. So I very well see that Australia series, one day series against Australia could well might be his last series. So October 25 in Sydney Cricket Ground, Shubhan will be there to cover. Who knows? It might be the farewell match for Rohit Sharma in ODI. I'm
Australia
not
series.
jumping the gun. It is my assumption. It is my assumption because he is 38 now. By 2027, Rohit Sharma will be 40. So a 40-year-old Rohit Sharma will and obviously it is that hunger. I read that article from Boriada a couple of days back. I absolutely go with it. It is about the hunger. Means obviously whether they are in the scheme of things of Gautam Gambhir, I am not privy to it, but I don't know exactly what exactly is there. But definitely for Virat Kohli, yes, he does have a couple of years cricket, high level cricket left in him. But as far as Rohit Sharma, yes, he has done wonders for India, winning that T20 World Cup, the Champions Trophy. But will he have that hunger in 2027? It means let's leave it to.
See, Devashish, whether or not he is in the scheme or not scheme, okay, captaincy is in the hands of the BCCI and the selection committee and coach. But if Rohit Sharma scores 200s in Australia in the 3 games, then he says, I am playing against South Africa and I score runs there. Who can drop him? No one. Ultimately, it is performance that will talk. Does he have the hunger to do that? Does he have the body to do that? Does he have the cricketing nous now still to do that? That is what it is. Finished. You might say, Shubhan, I don't want you in my team. You're no longer captain. That's fine. That's my call as selection committee. But if Shubhan goes and performs for me, who am I to drop him? No one can. Let Rohit Sharma perform. Playing for India is not an entitlement for anyone, but it will depend on how much these fellows want to be there and can they. And if Shubhan is covering that particular match and this guy retires, it will be historic. If he retires in Australia, I mean, ultimately, 50 over cricket, I think Rohit Sharma will go down in history as one of the greatest ever players to have played the 50 over game. This is his
Very
best
true.
form.
Very true. Very true. Do we have any more need? Okay,
No,
I
no.
generally saying Shubha, I feel it should be 2 captains for 3 formats, not one. If we want to remove star culture, then one player should not be given too much pressure. I think plus the extra bit of the number of matches we are playing across format, it is too much for one single player to handle in the entire calendar. ODI and Test, I can firmly say Shubman will lead in the coming years in both the formats. But do you want him to give the burden of T20I as well? Superstar culture. We have spoken about it in our entire show. So yeah, let's see what the BCCI does. That's in the ball is in their court, not ours. Do we have anything, Neil? Any
Khatam kar
more
bhai.
super chats? Nah.
Bhai,
I
How
generally
many
think I
super
see
chats?
Shreyas as next T20 captain, stellar player. I don't see Shreyas leading the Indian team. It is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Any more super chats, Neil? Okay. Uh, Topai platform, will power hungry GG and BCCI stop clubbing Roko cricket?
Stop clubbing Roko case.
That's on the selectors and both the players. I mean, if Rohit can score 2 centuries, outscore Virat Kohli, then good on Rohit. If Virat can come out all guns blazing, outscore Rohit Sharma and all the other
Let me
players
ask
in the team.
Shubham. Let me ask Shubham. If Gautam Gambhir, the coach, wins the ODI series in Australia, does it not become all the more powerful?
Of course
Okay,
he
let
will.
me
Of course he will.
one second. He wins the ODI series. Rohit Sharma scores 200s. Then what?
Huh. Then what? I think that's the question. That's
Gautam
the
Gambhir
question.
do anything. No one can. Go perform. No one can. We'll go at knowing Gautam Gambhir. Look, all said and done. I've got to give this to Gautam Gambhir. Gautam Gambhir is one of the fairest fellows you will see. If Rohit Sharma performs, Gautam Gambhir will not want Rohit Sharma to leave that team. No, he will not. He might say no captaincy because I don't see you in 27. But he will not say that you don't play against South Africa. He will not. And I bet my bottom dollar Gautam Gambhir is not like that. I've known that guy for 25 years. He's headstrong, but he will not deny anyone who is actually performing. He's not like that. He
So
can't.
you
Like that, he can't.
you're trying to say that it means Rohit Sharma will play as a batter in 2027 World Cup if he keeps performing.
That is Rohit Sharma. Will
Rohit
Rohit Sharma bite his ego and say, I want to play as a batter? Or will say, no, I'll leave. If he wants to leave, it's his call. Captaincy is not in his hands. What did Sachin Tendulkar do? Sachin Tendulkar played the 2011 World Cup after 22 years, right? As a batter. He was not captain. He was not captain. He played as a batter. Captaincy is not entitlement. Batting is on his Rohit Sharma's hands. It is in his hands. Go perform, go score runs, play. Today he's given that photograph with Abhishek Nair in the gym. So he clearly wants to do it. That is why he's put out that photo. Does he have the hunger to last out for another 1.5 years? Will demonstrate to us. If he has the game, go play. Who stops you? You are one of the greatest ever. And I'm saying it with full confidence. Greatest ever player in the 50-over format. One of the greatest ever is Rohit Sharma. And secondly is Virat Kohli. How the hell can we deny Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma their rightful places as two of the greatest white ball players of all time? We can't. No one can. Anyway, khatam kar baba.
Rona posted pic. Yes. Of course, we saw the photo. Any more? No more. Thank you so much. Like, share, and subscribe. We are hitting the 1 hour mark. We'll see you tomorrow at 5 at 5. Bye bye.
চল অনেক হয়েছে উফ ঘরে